Today happens to be the 20th of January and the year is 2025, and you are most welcome for today's edition of Nilecast News that comes on your way from Mondays to Sundays from the hour of 7 up to the hour of 8 p.m. whereby we give you a lot. And my name is Oracle Benson Pastore. Let's first take a look at the headlines before I bounce back to give you the news into details. Coming up in the news headlines tonight, a research team launched the documentation on Ndrupa Kingdom. SOFA launches initiative to support persons living with HIV/AIDS. And over 55 referees and coaches graduate under USSSA in West Nile region. Details about this in Nilecast News. Welcome back from the headlines. Now news into details. We are commencing it from Greater Nebi region. A research team led by Gulu University's lecturer, that's Dr. Agatha Alidri, has launched a police brief documentation of Ndrupa history, an ethnic minority group based in Zombo district and eastern DRC.
A research team led by Gulu University's lecturer Dr. Agatha Alidri has launched a policy brief documentation of Ndrupa history and ethnic minority group based in Zombo district and eastern DR Congo. The policy brief launched on January 17th this year at Zombo district headquarters entails an intensive history of Ndrupa people, challenges they face and digs into recommendations for government to make the world accommodative for them. The research described Ndrupa people as the first ethnic group to settle in West Nile, followed by Kebo and Moro Madi, but the Alur, a large group, arrived later. The policy brief highlights the neglect and social exclusion suffered by the Ndrupa people from pre-colonial to present time. The Ndrupa people hold unique status amongst West Nile ethnic communities and are regarded as spiritually superior to their counterparts, as they naturally gifted with extraordinary powers to relate with nature and its forces. Ndrupa King, His Highness Rapia Jimmy Agenonga Njuni III, commended subjects for supporting the research team, highlighting the values for preservation of their cultural heritage.
We love it to be called Ndrupa, and this is a memorable day for us as we launch the book, The First History, written by Dr. Alidri Agatha and published by the East African Journal organization. And we are so happy. I am very happy because it has happened in my regime and it is first of its kind. It had never been there. And this is how we are going to write our narratives. We have been invisible, and now it is time to become visible. Our voices were silent, and this is the time that we can speak for ourselves. And I know that this will go digital, and the whole world will read about the Lendu, the Ndrupa people who were once invisible.
Onyuthun, Minister for Education, Ndrupa Kingdom, added that the marginalization of Ndrupa Kingdom has gone slightly high and they need to support each other, recounting cultural institutions in rule in Uganda.
We launch our history. For many times we had our oral history, which was told from grants to grants, but it was not written. We have been privileged that yesterday we have moved a step of having our history written in black and white, which I feel This step alone will change our community in many aspects.
Meanwhile, Honorable Kuchin Grace Freedom, Senior Presidential Advisor, called for development of strategies to avoid marginalization and sectarianism. Honorable Kuchin emphasizes need for education in the kingdom.
Stressed, people are anxious because the primary living education results and senior secondary school results are about to come. But how many people will have passed in first grade? How many people will have passed in second grade? That is our challenge. And after they have passed, how many people will be able to access secondary school education? Those are some of our challenges which we really have to look at critically, both as institutions of local government, the churches, the cultural institutions. This is what I can take for.
This highlights the love for cultural heritage through an organized institution to foster unity and development. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
In more of our stories, a newly established non-governmental organization, NGO, Save Owere from HIV/AIDS software, has launched an initiative aimed at providing support and care to persons living with HIV/AIDS in Pakwach district. Alfred Jawok reports.
Our boat to support our people in terms of transport and safety.
A newly established non-governmental organization, Save Owere from HIV/AIDS SOFA, has launched an initiative aimed at providing support and care to persons living with HIV/AIDS in Pakwach district. The organization, founded by a group of concerned citizens in Pakwach district, seeks to address the socio-economic and health challenges faced by individuals affected by the disease. During the launch of the engine boat on River Nile at Mama Africa Pakwach over the weekend, the organization's executive director, Peter Chunyai, Save Owere from HIV/AIDS SOFA, will focus on providing comprehensive services including counseling, medical care, and economic empowerment programs, both services to provide financial support.
Our purpose originally we started for the HIV/AIDS, but we are also supporting all vulnerable children, orphans, single mothers, elderly people, and some people with disabilities. That is where we are giving support. Incidentally, why we have brought this, because we didn't have the resources. We are not having external funding anymore, but yet we want to help our people. So far decided to buy any income generating activity like the port, which will be charging minimal cost of transporting people along the Nile, and also any person personally, privately you can rent it, or in a group like tourists you can use it. That income will help the people I've just mentioned, which is the purpose of starting SOFA.
Stephen Ogwang, Chairman Board of Directors, Save Owere from HIV/AIDS SOFA, said their goal is to improve the quality of life for persons living with HIV/AIDS in Pakwach district and to help them become productive members of society.
Take this opportunity to invite and welcome our partners, especially the hotel owners who are within Pakwach, to come and partner with us so that we can use the water not only for fishing, but they can use it. We can use it for international tourism and even local tourism for our community.
Fiona Timango, Assistant RDC Pakwach District, pledged to work together with the SOFA and said the organization has already begun providing services to over 1,000 individuals living with the HIV/AIDS in Pakwach District.
The prevention of HIV. As you have heard, in Owere, when SOFA first began, the women went in. When they came back with the red flag, the men shied back. So, members, we appeal to you that men take this as a great initiative Then in his second pillar, he talks about the 95, 95, 95.
However, Honorable Omito Robertstein, Pakwach District Chairperson, revealed that SOFA is also implementing economic empowerment programs aimed at helping persons living with HIV/AIDS in the district to become self-sufficient, as economic empowerment is key to helping persons living with HIV/AIDS regain their dignity and independence.
The idea upon which SOFA was created was to fight HIV. The issue of water transport just came in as a component because of further suffering of the people in terms of access and the death of S.G. Lugard and Robert Corridor. Otherwise, the foundation of starting SOFA was to fight HIV among the people of Owerri, which would now cascade to cover the entire town council.
SOFA's launch has been welcomed by community leaders and healthcare professionals who have praised the organization's commitment to supporting persons living with HIV/AIDS. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
In more of our stories this evening, over 55 referees and coaches have graduated from the 5 days Grade 1 capacity building in West Nile region drawn from the districts in the region hosted by Arua City at Mvara Senior Secondary School. The training commenced on Monday, that was 13th of Jan 2025, and climaxed on Friday, 17th of January 2025. Over 55 referees and coaches have graduated from the 5 days Grade 1 capacity building in West Nile region, drawn from the districts in the region hosted by Arua City at Mvara Senior Secondary School. The training commenced on Monday, 13th of Jan 2025, then climaxed on Friday, 17th of January 2025. Ayubu Kemis, who instructed the capacity building, highlights the public about how the training transpired and encourages the participants to be active in the field.
All these are going to begin at the lower tier of the football. And it's from there we look at their performance. Of course, we assess them. And then when we assess their capability, and that's when they can move to the next level of grade of the game that they can be able to officiate. In Uganda today, if you don't have a paper, if you don't qualify, you are not going to officiate, you are not going to coach. You have seen the referees have trained. Some of these referees have been referees who had been practically doing something on ground, but because they had never acquired any paper, they can't move anywhere. The next level of the capacity building will depend on how the districts will organize themselves. But what I've told them is that this is the beginning. We have given them the basics, and that means they must go back home and work. And you have to read, you have to train, and put what you have learned in practice.
Meanwhile, some of the girls who have taken up the initiative have expressed their gratitude.
This is my first time to undergo a training, and I've been observing, so my joining as a referee, I saw some of the colleagues, some of the FIFA referees offsetting games in Koboko, so I got that interest of offsetting. Actually, I got that interest of being a referee. This training will help me to see, to see many districts, acquire more knowledges, and also, I'm also praying hard to offset big leagues and Premier Leagues also.
Once I was a player from Arua Secondary School, but now I'm now proceeding to be a coach of Arua Secondary School. For me, I used to coach girls without the concept, but now I'm now here to tell you guys that after this training, I'm going to coach a races and we are going to win trophies. So I'm also encouraging you guys outside there. These things are not only for boys, they include girls also.
Whereas Tanya Ronald, Arua City Sports Officer, says They will be moving gradually to see that all the other sporting activities are tackled too in the areas of sourcing match officials.
As USSA, we are moving slowly. There are other areas, athletics, we have basketball, we have handball, we have volleyball. These are sporting disciplines that we are now going to expose our students in. So we are in the process of planning that this year we should train our participants in so many sporting disciplines. Otherwise, thank you for taking this decision of coming for this presidential training. Yeah, at the first people were saying that money, 150,000 or 100 is too big. But let me tell you, in ball game 1, if you are given the opportunity to officiate, you will double or triple the amount of money you paid here for this training. Just 1 day or 2 days it will be done. So I want to encourage you, when you go back, please be active, encourage others, don't sit down.
This has cut across, but it's very unfortunate that I have seen 1 or 2 districts in West Nile that have not sent representatives, that have not sent people for this training. And that these are very, very vital trainings for them. And when we are building the capacity of our people, then that means people are going to do professional work in sports. I've not seen Maracha here, and I've not seen Pakwach here. And that means these are districts that are left behind, which is not good.
It has been a nationwide activity since the period of ball game 1 years. Therefore, in West Nile region, out of the 55 participants that have graduated, 40 are boys and the rest are girls with 30 coaches and 25 referees. Oraku Benson Pastore, West Nile Television, Nilecast Sports. In one of the games that was played in the Bet Power FIFA Big League, more especially in West Nile Derby, there was a very big cracker between Paida Black Angels and the team that comes from Yumbe district called Midgo Calvary, and this game took place at Barokoro Stadium. In the process, both sides had to share spoils. That means the game ended in a barren draw. Alfred Jawo reports about that.
In a highly anticipated match, the Black Angels Sports Club and Calvary FC played to a 0-0 draw in the FIFA Big League. The match, which took place over the weekend at Barokoro Stadium, saw both teams create scoring opportunities, but neither was able to find the back of the net. The draw marks a significant result for both teams as they just strove for position in the highly competitive Big League. The Black Angels Sports Club, currently sitting in 6th position, will be looking to build on this result and climb the rankings in the second round of the league. Meanwhile, Calvary FC will be seeking to regain their momentum after dropping point in this match. The match was characterized by intense pressure from both teams, with the Black Angels Sports Club dominating possession in the first half. However, Calvary's FC defense held firm and they were able to create several counter-attacking opportunities. Otim Simon, head coach Calvary FC, said his players began to assert their dominance, but the Black Angel Sports Club players made several crucial tactics to deny them the win.
I look at the teams from upcountry. We have a lot of talent that I think that should be given attention. And I want to encourage the national scouts to make sure they put much attention in upcountry. They are going to strengthen our national teams, because you will see the intensity, the fight that boys are putting. I believe in Big League. Big League is going to produce more good players that are going to elevate the national team. That is the most important thing.
Your name?
My name is Akochotin Simon. I'm the head coach Calvary Football Club.
Tasha Giramia Peace Jalar, Public Relations Officer by the Black Angel Sports Club, revealed that the draw leaves both teams with a sense of unfinished business, and they will be looking to bounce back with the wins in the next round.
We want to thank everyone for the support. You've seen the number of supporters who showed up for today's game was actually very massive. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone now that we've come to the end of our first round. It hasn't been an easy one. Started on quite on a low, but towards the end of the round, we picked up. Talking about today's game, I think it was an unbelievable game. Our boys went full force. We were more dominant. We had all the chances that we could, but unfortunately we couldn't utilize them. Knowing that the side that we were going to reckon with was a very tough side, sitting third on the table, plus you could have seen that the defensive piece from their side was very, very precise and very okay. So I want to thank my boys. We've done some good work today. Although the results did not come the way we had expected, but all in all, we want to thank everyone because the first round has finally come to an end. We wouldn't have been easier if it wasn't for the support of our own people inside the city.
Football lovers thronged Barokoro Stadium to show love and commitment for their team. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
With that, we have come to the end of today's edition of Nilecast News. It has been me, Orak Benson Pastore, in front of the lens, doing it for you. Let's link up again tomorrow for the same program of news.